Hi. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. May I start?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you do exactly?
So I am a quality manager, and I'm in charge of improving the quality of housekeeping services in 20 hospitals here in Alberta.
And how long have you had this job?
I've been in this position for about 5 years, but I actually started with this company as a site supervisor at Blue Mountain Hospital over in northern Alberta, and I was in that position for a little over 6 years.
Cool. Do you like your job?
My current job?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's busy, but I think that's important.
Okay. So I saw on your company website that you offer food services.
Yes, yeah. I think we do food services, and I believe we do food services for over 40 hospitals. But I don't work in that division, so I actually don't have a lot of info.
But what kind of food do you serve?
Yeah, I think it depends on the hospital. Bigger hospitals have bigger kitchens, but to be honest, I really don't know anything about food services.
Okay. So what advice would you give me for a student just entering the workforce?
Ah, yeah, I don't know. Perhaps be a good listener.
I think that's all of my questions. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you.
Hi, thanks for agreeing to this interview.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So, for the purpose of this interview is to learn more about your job. I'm a student at Operations Management at Bcit, and as part of my studies, I'm supposed to interview someone in the operation management field to learn more about their job.
Yeah, that sounds like a great project. I think I did something similar when I was at BCIT.
Oh, okay. Were you in the OPMT program?
No, I was in the financial management program, and then I moved over to the operations management program a little later.
Oh, that's nice. So, I'd like to start with the basic questions first to learn more about the basics.
Sure, go ahead.
So, can you tell me exactly about your job? What do you do exactly?
Yeah, so I'm a quality manager, and I'm in charge of improving the quality of housekeeping services in 20 hospitals here in Alberta.
Quality manager. What is that exactly?
Well, it's my job to ensure that all of the housekeepers are properly trained and that they're working safely and that the rooms are cleaned up to a certain standard. And it's also my responsibility to ensure that we pass all of our housekeeping audits.
Housekeeping audits. What are they?
Yeah, well, a random sample of rooms are inspected every month by someone from the inspection department. And the inspector checks to make sure that the floors are clean, that the bathrooms are up to a certain standard, that sort of thing.
Okay. And you mentioned training properly. Could you expand on that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So housekeepers are actually really important in healthcare, and they have a lot of responsibilities. And one of the main purposes is that they have to stop the spread of infecting agents.
Infecting agents?
Yeah, viruses, bacteria.
Yeah.
So housekeepers are disinfecting all of the contact points
Okay.
in the hospital, places like doorknobs, telephones, things that patients and healthcare providers.
So let me confirm my understanding. Housekeepers have to clean contact points that are frequently touched by healthcare workers and patients. And the purpose of cleaning contact points is to stop spreading of viruses.
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Okay, so we've talked about housekeepers, but what about the quality manager? What do you do exactly?
Yeah, so I have four main responsibilities. So the first one is I'm, of course, ensuring all the housekeeping.
Wow, that's a lot of information. I really appreciate that.
No, it was my pleasure. It was really wonderful talking with you.
Thank you. And again, thank you for your time.
Of course. We have summer internships, and you should consider applying. Why don't you send me an email in January?
Wow, of course. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And yes, I will email you. Thank you.